Hello crafters and welcome back to the ScrapbookPal YouTube channel. My name is Deepa from DeeZinesByD and today I have this fun card to share with you using products from Lawn Fawn. This card features the Make Lemonade stamp set, dies, and coordinating stencils along with the Make Lemonade add-on. So these are all of those products here. This is the Make Lemonade stamp set. You see you get the gorgeous lemonade stand, 4 mice, and all of these extra little elements to add to your scene. There is the coordinating dies, which are pre-cut apart, and then you've also got these 3 stencils which help add color to your image. I've also got the Lawn Fawn Make Lemonade add-on. So this one also has a stamp set, coordinating stencils, and a die to cut out that cute cake. So moving forward, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab all of the stamps that I want to use on my card today. So for sure I want that the lemonade stand as the focal point of my card. And then I've got, I think 3 of the mice I'm going to use. I'm going to use the small little lemons. I've got the pitcher of lemonade and the sugar bag. And there's also a crate of lemons, which I think I can kind of stage in the background there. And then from the add-on set, I've got that little cake there that I want to use. So this card is going to have like a fun little story to it. So I love Lawn Fawn for creating these beautiful scenes. And I love that their sentiments are so punny, like all of the fun puns in there. You can make so many different types of cards with it. So today's card is going to be super punny and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp out these images. Now, if you're going to do Copic coloring with these, I would use a Copic Safe ink, preferably Memento Tuxedo Black, which is also available in the store. I'm just using some VersaFine Clear Nocturne ink because I'm going to be using my stencils with this. So that would not work for Copic coloring, just to note, in case you're wondering. But for stenciling, it's completely fine. I'm grabbing some Pink Fresh Studio inks. All of the inks that I've used are linked down in the description below. I know that they have discontinued their inks, but there are still some available in the ScrapbookPal store in case you wanted to grab them and use them before, they run out of stock here. I'm using some, I think this one is dough ink. It's a nice deep brown, and I'm actually doing some changing in my pressure. I'm adding some more depth at the bottom and the right side of the lemonade stand, and then making it a bit lighter as it comes towards the left in order to create just a bit of a two-tone image there. It gives it like a nice shiny type of look because it kind of goes from a deeper color to a lighter color. I think that looks kind of fun, so I went ahead with that. For the lemonade sign, I'm grabbing some Wisteria Purple and I'm darkening the edges, so the left and the right side of this sign, so that the center kind of looks like it has a bit of a shine to it too. Once you take it off, you'll see it looks really fun. So for the rest of the stencils, there are 3 stencils in total. The one I used for the stand is actually the 3rd stencil out of the set. I don't think you really need to use these stencils in any type of order because it's not like we're doing any type of layering. They basically just kind of fill in the different little portions of your stamps here. So, I mean, there's no rhyme or reason. I'm kind of just placing things and just filling in colors as I see fit, particularly where like I have one color out. So if I have the yellow out, I'll just use the yellow on all the yellow bits first. So like I'll do the lemons and then I'll add the leaves and so on and so forth. Do whatever works for you. I actually find that stencils in general sometimes are confusing, especially when they're layering. So what stencil do I use first? What color do I use to layer? Like that gets a bit kind of hard to figure out. But for this, because we're just adding color to different compartments that are not going to layer at all, it's so much easier. So I just kind of move my stencil around and put my ink where I want it. It's super duper easy and it's so much faster than Copic coloring. Now, if you're in the mood to Copic color, go ahead and use your markers and color away. But I find that the stenciling is just a little bit faster for me, so it does save a little bit of time here. And I like that I can kind of grab colors and mix and match here, and I only need maybe like 4 or 5 different pads of colors versus like 20 different Copic marker colors, right? So it really just depends on what your preference is. So I'm going ahead, and for the mice, I actually did the bottom like gray, and then the top part of it has like a pinkish hue to it. I found that for this card, I'm using brown purple, pink, and yellow. So that's my color scheme here. I've got some pops of green for like the tops of the lemons, the lemon leaves and stuff like that, but mainly those four colors. And so I thought that I'd pull some of that pink into the mice. Now also keep in mind there are little stenciled areas in order to make like the insides of the ears and the nose pink or a different color. That is absolutely amazing too. Even with the mouse with the hat, I like that there are different openings for like the different portions of the top of the hat, so I can make two of them purple and one of them pink to create like a two-toned hat, which was really fun. So a lot of thought has gone into these stencils as well. So I think that that's super duper amazing, and it makes the whole process just a lot more fun as well. So I'm just going to continue along here, adding my color to all of the different portions of the stamped images here. Now keep in mind for the Make Lemonade add-on, there is a separate stencil which helps you add color to that cute little cake down there in the bottom. It's a nice like lemon cake. So I'm going to stick to the colors of my color scheme here, and I'm just going to add the brown, the gray, the purple, and the pink there. I actually don't know if I add any pink there. I can't remember, but it ends up looking cohesive and fun. So once I've gone ahead and I've kind of stenciled everything that I want to stencil, I can use the coordinating dies and I can cut these out so easily. Um, do keep in mind that if you're doing something like this, you'll see that I have like ink kind of in between the images. It's so amazing that that doesn't matter at this point because we are going to be die cutting it. So thank God, because I've got some like brown there in between the lemonade stand and the mouse with the crate. So I'm going to go ahead and line up these dies and cut them out. I'm not going to show you too much of this process because it's pretty much monotonous. You just kind of stick down your die, add some washi tape here or some low tack tape, and cut out these images. Sometimes I do have to cut these out in two goes because the dies might be a little too close. I think I kind of spaced them out nicely here so I could cut them all out in one go this time. But basically it takes the most time to just position the dies, and the cutting is the fastest part, which I love. And the dies are so great that the images just kind of fall out after you've cut them, so it's not like, you know, you have to work anything out of there. So I'll go ahead and cut all of these gorgeous images out, and I'll just set them aside. And another caveat to this card is that you could use the pattern paper backgrounds that Lawn Fawn has. Those are all available in the store as well. But I did want to create my own paper for the background, so I'm going to do some stamping on some light purple cardstock. So this is just an A2 size piece of lavender cardstock. And the the purple matches the purple that I used on the stamped images, so it goes together nicely. I've got some Fallen Leaves VersaFine Clair ink here. And the thing with this ink is it's really dark, so it actually ends up looking black. I did want it to have more of a brown tone, but that's okay. It turned out fine in the end anyways. I'm going ahead and I'm just randomly stamping out the 25 cents a glass, the the fresh squeezed sign there, the small little lemons. So there are two lemons. One has like a leaf that faces the right side and one has a leaf that faces the left side. So those are the difference in those. And then I'm also going to stamp out the lemon crate on here as well, just to kind of take up a bit more space because I didn't want to add too many lemons because they are so small. That's a lot of stamping. The crate and the signs kind of fill in a bit more of the image, and I'm just randomly stamping and twisting and turning the stamp as I stamp. The lemons, some of them I'm stamping upside down. Oh, and I did actually add the lemonade drink cup as well too. So all of that is super duper fun. It seems a bit tedious, but it actually is a lot of fun to stamp out this background. It's just free stamping, not having to use a stamping tool or anything, which makes it just I think it's kind of therapeutic. Anything we do in card making, I think, is therapeutic. But this one I haven't done in a while, so it was really fun. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp those out. I do have some lemons that I've kind of stamped right beside each other exactly the same way, but don't worry about it. Some of it will get covered. Try your best to randomize the stamping and also stamp up off of the edge to make it look more realistic. I will cut down this panel in the end a little bit to create a bit of a frame for our card, but stamping off the edge is the key to making these stamped backgrounds look fun and cohesive. Now I've got some pink cardstock here. I'm going to cut a strip or two here. I don't think I use a second strip anyways. The strip is about an inch in size. I'm going to go ahead and grab two of my sentiments here. One is from the add-on set and one is from the main set. The one from the add-on set I grabbed is You're the Zest. That's going to be our second sub-sentiment. And then the first sentiment is going to be Sorry I Was Sour. So this card is going to be like a I'm sorry card. So now I go ahead and stamp both of these out. Again, I'm using the Versifying Clair Fallen Leaves ink. Again, it looks pretty much black, but it is like a deep brown. So I've gone ahead and done that. I will cut down these strips. The first strip is going to be a bit more thick. And then the second one, I'm going to cut a little more thin. So I've gone ahead and cut down my panel here. I've attached it so I get about 1/8 of an inch of a border around the edge there. So I cut 1/4 of an inch off of the top and the side. The bottom sentiment, You're the Zest, is the thicker one. I'm going to go ahead and attach that. It's not going to go all the way across the bottom, just partially across, and I'll cut off any overhanging bit on the edge there. The top one, you can see I cut that down a little smaller, so the width from top to bottom is a little smaller. And now that I've attached that and cut off the overhanging piece, I can go ahead and now arrange all of these cute little guys on the card here. So we've got the lemonade stand in the background. We've got this lemonade theme kind of going on. We've got these mice putting together the drinks and selling it. But then we got this one guy here, and we put the little cake on his hand, and we're going to have him right beside that bottom sentiment there. I've attached him with some foam adhesive, and he's saying You're the Zest, giving the cake as like a peace offering. And then that top piece that says Sorry I Was Sour, I imagine it relates to these other two mice here who are just happily making their lemonade and don't really care that they've hurt someone's feelings. Actually, no, I don't know. You could make up whatever story you want with this, but these guys are more involved in getting their lemonade money and drinking their lemonade and making the lemonade from the lemons. And then you got this guy in the front that's just sorry that they were just sour with you. So I think that this is just a fun little design. I've gone ahead and I've added a couple little lemons to the front of the lemonade stand there. You can place those wherever you want. Maybe you want to put it around the sentiment. It's up to you. I've got the sugar that I'm going to place kind of in the background here, and then the crate of lemons in the background. So those I attach with just some glue rather than foam so that they take more of a background stance on this card. And then I'm attaching the two other mice, the one with the lemons and then the one with the drink, with some foam adhesive so they're more in the foreground. So that completes the scene for this card. I've got some Pink Fresh Studio blush glitter drops here, and I'm just going to add these on. They are like a nice soft pink color, so I thought that they kind of pull together that soft pink that we've got going on the top of the mice heads and then on the sentiment strips there to kind of pull in that pink. And that would pretty much finish off this card for today. Now, as mentioned before, everything used has been linked down in the description down below. As I mentioned, these stencils are basically an option, right? If you wanted to Copic color, you don't have to grab those. If you think that they would help you craft a little faster and you like ink blending, go ahead and grab those stencils. So thanks for joining me today. I hope that this design inspires you to create something similar yourself. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so that we can see you in our next video and I can help share some more inspiration with you. Have a great day, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.